Namaskara. Welcome to StudyIQ. I am Shruti Bennur. This is the video on Karnataka State Current Affairs, February 2020. StudyIQ is selling pendrive courses on various government exams. There is a pendrive course on Karnataka State Public Service Commission also. For more details, log on to the official website of StudyIQ. Okay, let's start. Here is the first question. Which city is going to host Karnataka's first tribal museum? Options are Bengaluru, Hubballi, Dharwad, Mysuru. And the right answer is option D, Mysuru. Here is that news. Which institute is setting up this tribal museum in Mysuru? Karnataka State Tribal Research Institute is gearing up to set up state's first tribal museum in Mysuru. Here are the images of some important tribal communities of Karnataka state. Around 50 tribal communities have been identified in Karnataka state. 50 tribal communities. Estimated cost of this project is 15 crore, rupees 15 crore. And it is expected to be completed in 5 months. Why the government is investing on construction of this museum? These tribal communities have their own rituals, festivals and celebrations. And these celebrations are slowly vanishing. This museum will be one place where people can come and see that world. And this new museum will exhibit the collection of traditional songs, documentation of celebration of their communities and day-to-day life experiences, etc. There are such tribal museums in other states also. The Union Ministry will set up a digital library of other museums here in Mysuru. Digital library. And visitors can view the digital collections of other state museums here. So this was all about the new tribal museum that is gearing up in Mysuru city. Let's move to the next news. NPR exercise set to begin in Bengaluru in April 2020 along with Census 2021. NPR, National Population Register. While the protests are going on against CA and NRC, Bengaluru officials are preparing to carry out NPR updating exercise in the city early next year, along with the 2 phases of Census 2021. And I hope you all know the difference between NPR and NRC. There are separate videos available on this topic. Please watch those videos. It is a very important topic for the exam also. I will read out some important points related to NRC, NPR and Census here. Now, what is Census? Census is the enumeration of population of the country. Janaganati antare Census andre. Prati 10 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿ ಜನಗಣತಿ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Census is being conducted at an interval of 10 years. The Census 2021 will be the 16th census in the country since the first census happened in the year 1872. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಜನಗಣತಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದು 1872ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. Census 2021 will be the 8th census after independence. For the first time, Census 2021 will use the mobile app for data collection. It will also provide the facility to the public for self-enumeration. ಸ್ವಯಂ ಎಣಿಕೆ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸಹ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ Census 2021ನಲ್ಲಿ. Now, what is NPR? NPR stands for National Population Register. It is the register of usual resident of the country. Usual resident means is a person who has resided in a local area for the past 6 months or more, or a person who intends to reside in that area for the next 6 months or more. Is usual resident. And it is mandatory for every usual resident of India to register in the NPR. NPR includes Indian citizens as well as foreign citizens who are residing in our country. Now, what is the objective of this NPR? The objective of NPR is to create comprehensive identity database of every usual resident in the country. The first National Population Register was prepared in the year 2010 and updating this data was done during 2015 by conducting door-to-door survey. The next update of NPR will take place next year from April to September with house listing phase of the Census 2021. This National Population Register is being prepared at various levels, at local level, sub-district level, district level, state level, national level under the provisions of Citizenship Act 1955 and Citizenship Rules 2003. Please remember Citizenship Act 1955 and Citizenship Rules 2003. Now, what are the details required for National Population Register? The demographic details of every individual are required for every usual resident on 21 points, which includes date and place of birth of parents, last place of residence, PAN number, that is permanent account number, Aadhaar on voluntary basis, voter ID card number, driving license number and mobile number. In the last NPR done in 2010, the data was collected on 15 points and now it is 21 points. Okay, last time it did not include date and place of birth of parents and last place of residence. This is very important point. What is the difference between NPR and NRC? I have already mentioned NPR stands for National Population Register and NRC National Register of Citizens. NPR is different from NRC, which excludes the foreign citizens. NPR includes both Indian citizens and foreign citizens who are residing in our country, but NRC excludes foreign citizens. According to Citizenship Rules notified on December 10, 2003, National Population Register is the register containing details of persons usually residing in a village or rural area or town or ward or demarcated area within a ward in a town or urban area, while the National Register of Indian Citizens is a register containing details of Indian citizens living in India and outside India. The rules further say that National Register of Indian Citizens shall contain particulars of every citizen like name, father's name, mother's name, sex, date of birth, place of birth, residential address, marital status, and if ever married, name of the spouse, that is wife or husband's name, visible identification mark, date of registration of citizen, serial number of registration and national identity number. These details are collected under NRC. Now coming back to the news. Here is one important point. Individuals can choose to furnish the details of Aadhaar number, PAN, voter ID card and driving license number while updating NPR, National Population Register, and the residents will not be excluded from NPR if they choose not to furnish the details. Even if they do not furnish the details, their residents are not excluded from NPR. See, the population of Karnataka in 2011 census, that is last census, was 6.1 crore and it is projected to increase to 6.6 crore after the NPR is updated. Union Cabinet approved around rupees 3,500 crore for updating National Population Register in Bengaluru. Okay, next news is about Anti-Superstition Act. Anti-Superstition Act finally comes into force in Karnataka state. Superstition means belief or way of behaving that is based on the fear of unknown and faith in magic or luck, that is superstition. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. This bill was passed 3 years back and now it has become an act. Many superstitious evil practices will come down in our society because of this Anti-Superstition Act. And this act will impose stringent punishment for practitioners. The draft also proposed death sentence for human sacrifice in the name of black magic. ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನೂನು ಇದು. ಈ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನೂನಿನಿಂದ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿನ ಕೆಲವು ಮೂಢ ಆಚರಣೆಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾಟ ಮಂತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಮನುಷ್ಯರನ್ನ ಬಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಈ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಣದಂಡನೆಯನ್ನು ವಿಧಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Let's move to the next news. Karnataka gets nod for 3 more airports. Very recently, Gulbarga and Bidar airports started functioning. And now the government has allocated 150 crore rupees to Vijayapura, 592 crore rupees to Hassan and 39 crore rupees to Shivamogga. Let's move to the next news. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurates new light combat helicopter production hangar at HAL complex. HAL stands for Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which is based in Bengaluru. Hangar means it's a large building with an extensive floor area, typically for housing aircraft. This is LCH, Light Combat Helicopter. It's a military aircraft, 5.5 ton class combat helicopter, designed and developed by HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It is powered by 2 Shakti engines and inherits many technical features of the advanced light helicopter. In the last 5 years, India has made significant progress towards manufacturing military equipment indigenously under this Make in India initiative. Defense industry plays major role in the economic development of the country, and Defense Minister Rajnath Singh lauded the significant contribution of organizations like this HAL. Let's move to the next news. Here is the next news. It's about urbanization. Kannadadalli Nagarikaranā antare. India is the country of villages. Number of villages is reducing because of urbanization. Population explosion is the main reason behind this. Urbanization wiped 84 villages off Karnataka map in 10 years. This is the state government data. 84 villages in Karnataka have disappeared between 2001 and 2011 due to rapid urbanization. In 2001, there were 27,481 villages in Karnataka state, and by 2011, the number of villages reduced to 27,397. Primary reason for the change is urbanization and merger of more and more villages into adjoining towns and cities. ನಗರೀಕರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Now, what are the problems of unplanned urbanization? Loss of agricultural land and conversion of that agricultural land into housing or industrial purpose. See, losing villages to urbanization in itself should not be a concern, but when it leads to unplanned, congested and poorly maintained towns and cities, it poses massive problems. For example, this spread of coronavirus in an overpopulated city that lacks infrastructure. Solution to the problem of urbanization. Provide plenty of decent jobs in rural areas. See, farming has become too much of gamble to interest rural youth. If government is keen on reversing the trend, it must take blue collar and white collar jobs to its villages, or ensure good connectivity, allow people to travel to cities only for their livelihood. Let's move to the next news. Tamil Nadu tops Good Governance Index. Maharashtra and Karnataka placed 2nd and 3rd. Good Governance Index. Karnataka is in 3rd place in the country. What is good governance? Government should function effectively. There should be no corruption or controlled corruption. There must be political stability and absence of violence or terrorism in the state. This Good Governance Index data was released. This report was released by Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances and the Center for Good Governance. Grievance andre kundu korate. So GGI or Good Governance Index takes into account 10 sectors. I'll show the data of each sector. This is the composite ranking. Tamil Nadu is in the first place. Its score is 5.62. And Karnataka is in the 3rd place. 5.10 is its score. Under economic governance ranking, please remember Karnataka is in the first place. Under economic governance ranking, the score is 0.68. Among union territories, Delhi is in the first place. Among northeastern states, Uttarakhand is in the first place. Nagaland is in the last place. Under agriculture and allied ranking, Madhya Pradesh is in the first place and Karnataka state is in the 12th place. Among union territories, Daman Diu is in the first place and Delhi is in the last place. Northeastern and hilly regions, Mizoram is in the first place in agriculture allied sector. Nagaland is in the last place. Under commerce and industries ranking, Jharkhand is in the first place and Karnataka state is in the 9th place. Among northeastern and hilly regions, Uttarakhand once again it is in the first place and Manipur is in the last place. Among union territories, Delhi is in the first place and Lakshadweep is in the last place. Public health ranking, Kerala state is in the first place, Karnataka state is in the 9th place, Uttar Pradesh is in the last place. Among northeastern and hilly regions, Manipur is in the first place, Assam is in the last place. Among union territories, under this public health ranking, Pondicherry is in the first place, Dadar and Nagar Haveli in the last place. Under judicial and public security ranking, Tamil Nadu, once again Tamil Nadu is in the first place and Karnataka state is in the 7th place, Bihar is in the last place. Among northeastern and hilly regions, Himachal Pradesh is in the first place, Assam in the last place. Among union territories, once again Pondicherry is in the first place, Daman Diu in the last place. Under environment ranking, West Bengal is in the first place, Karnataka is in the 7th place and Goa is in the last place. Among northeastern and hilly regions, Himachal Pradesh is in the first place, Arunachal Pradesh is in the last place. Among union territories, Chandigarh is in the first place and Dadar and Nagar Haveli in the last place. The question, which city hosted Invest Karnataka Summit? Options are Bengaluru, Hubballi, Kalburgi, Mangaluru. Right answer is option B, Hubballi. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa inaugurated Invest Karnataka Summit in Hubballi. What was the objective of this summit? Attracting investors to the northern districts of Karnataka, particularly Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. See, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are basically smaller cities, 1 million in population. And Hubballi is known as Mumbai of North Karnataka. More than 1,000 investors and several multinational national companies attended this mega event. It is first of its kind conference to be held in the northern part of Karnataka. The investors meet received overwhelming response and for the first time, companies had come in good numbers to invest in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. This was a welcome development for ensuring uniform industrial development in Karnataka state. Thank you and all the best.